My wife betrayed me while I was deployed. I'm fighting for our daughter no matter what. I'm Staff Sergeant Alex Monroe of the Iowa National Guard. 2 years ago, I was stationed in Afghanistan, buried under dust, sand, and the weight of duty. Back home in Cedar Falls, I had two reasons to come home every day, even when I couldn't: my wife, Sarah, and our daughter, Lily. At night, I sent Lily a bedtime video, tucking her in with a story and a kiss of it if she could only see a grainy, pixelated version of her father on a tiny screen. In March, an offhand text from my neighbor, Tony, shattered that routine. Saw a guy at your place at 2 a.m., it read. Initially, I shrugged it off. Sarah was a federal employee with a strict schedule, maybe a contractor or maintenance worker. But then came the photos: a dark sedan creeping up my driveway, its headlights slicing through shadows. And then a time-stamped video, a tall man, silhouetted, stepping through my garage door, the code entry echoing like betrayal. My heart beat faster. Was it a mistake? I tapped the reply. Who is that? Tony's answer came, no idea, but he's regular. Friday, Saturday, thought you'd want to know. My mind raced. My marriage of 5 years. Lily, then 2, learning to walk, giggling in her crib. I stared at the screen for hours, sleepless. What was happening in my own house? I typed a terse group text. Explain this now. Sarah's reply was instantaneous. Stop harassing me. You're not here. That line hit me harder than any explosion. I called her. Why is he there? I demanded. Her voice was cold. It's my friend. You don't get a say. Then the call ended. For the first time, I felt stranded not in a war zone, but in my own home. My emergency leave was approved within hours. I boarded a flight back to Iowa, heart pounding as the plane landed. Each mile to Cedar Falls felt like a countdown to a new nightmare. I parked my rental car and crept to our front door. The porch light was on, casting elongated shadows. My reflection stared back at me, tired, broken, determined. Inside, the house was eerily quiet. I found Sarah in our bedroom, hair piled messily, pajamas stained. She looked up. You're early, she said. No, I replied. I'm right on time. She raised an eyebrow. To what? To see what's become of my home. She sighed, rolling her eyes. Fine, that's Marcus. He emerged from the closet, confident, shirt untucked. My stomach churned. I said nothing. Instead, I pulled out my phone and played Tony's video. The silent eyes of that masked intruder filled the room. Sarah's face went pale. He's a friend, she stammered. A friend who enters my house uninvited at 2 a.m.? A friend who holds my daughter while I'm gone? My voice was calm, but my hands trembled. Sarah's shoulders slumped. You're overreacting. I wanted to shout, to tear down every lie, but I held back. I'm not here to fight. I'm here for answers. She glared. I want a divorce. I blinked. 6 years of shared bills, shared dreams, all crumbling. Joint custody, I said. We'll split everything. Sarah laughed bitterly. You haven't been here in months. Who's going to enforce that? I left her standing in that dimly lit bedroom, grief heavy in my chest. Back in my childhood home with my parents, I spent nights drafting plans. My lawyer told me not to reveal everything yet strategize. I set up new locks, redirected my military housing allowance to the mortgage, and drained our joint accounts into a safe one. Sarah retaliated. She posted on social media about starting over, pictures of her and Lily at the park, dressed in matching dresses. Comments praised her independence. They didn't know about Marcus. One afternoon, Lily FaceTimed me. She held a stuffed unicorn and sang a song. Her clear, innocent voice tore through me. She didn't know any of this. To her, Daddy was a hero who flew on big planes. I couldn't let that image crumble. I confided in my friend Josh during a video call. He said, "Man, you've got every right to go nuclear. Expose her." I paused. I wanted revenge. I longed to plaster Sarah's betrayal across the internet, but I knew any scandal would drag Lily into the mud. I texted Sarah's parents' anxiety, making my hands shake. I attached Tony's photos and Marcus's text logs. No response. Their silence echoed louder than any accusation. In court, the air was sterile. Walls lined with wooden panels, the judge's bench looming high. I sat with my lawyer, clutching a file bulging with evidence. timestamps, photos, witness statements from neighbors. Sarah entered, arms linked with Marcus. She wore confidence like armor. Her attorney spoke first, painting me as the absentee soldier abandoning his family. My lawyer countered, presenting proof of midnight visits, the emotional harm to Lily. When I took the stand, I told my storied deployment, missing birthdays, seeing Lily's face on a screen while strangers occupied our home. Sarah testified she needed companionship and that Lily was happy. I felt anger flare, but I stayed focused. My neighbor Tony gave his testimony. I saw the code entry at 1:54 a.m. I saw the two of them together at 2:10. I heard a baby's laugh. Then I played a video Lily recorded her, tiny hand pressing a toy phone to her ear. "Daddy, I miss you," she pleaded. The courtroom fell silent. 2 weeks later, the verdict came. We would share joint legal and physical custody on 182 days per year for me, starting immediately. The house would be sold, proceeds split, no child support or spousal maintenance. My heart soared and ached all at once. I moved into a small apartment near Lily's preschool. Each morning, I packed her lunch, kissed her forehead, and walked her into class. No more screens, no more secondhand moments. Sarah relocated for her job. The papers finalizing our divorce. I sent an email summarizing nothing but facts, no venom. I decided revenge wouldn't define me. Over the next year, Lily and I built new rituals: Saturday pancake breakfasts, bedtime readings of dinosaur stories, park visits where we chased pigeons. She learned to say, "Daddy's got this," when I helped with a scrape. I enrolled in an online degree program, determined to find life after service. The discipline I learned in the Guard helped me focus on classes and set milestones. One evening, as I tucked Lily into bed, she whispered, "Daddy, you're my best friend." I choked back tears. That night, I stayed up writing a letter not to Sarah, but to myself. This is my story now. It's about resilience, love, and a promise kept. Now Lily is 4. She just painted a picture of our family, 2 stick figures and a heart. I pinned it above my desk. I still think about Sarah sometimes. Betrayal leaves scars, but those scars remind me of my strength. When I run with Lily in the park, her laughter rings like a victory. I know I did right by her. I fought not out of anger, but out of love. And that promise say no matter how far or how shaken the commander in me will always protect my daughter. This happened not just to me, but for me. And our story, our new chapter, is just beginning.